Today is the day of reckoning. Well, that's not really exactly correct. I asked people in the community, my downtrodden people, to ask me for advice. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going through the anonymous advice submissions, and I'm going to be telling them exactly how to live their life. I should be joined by friends, Zach and Ari, to be there. They were supposed to be here. I've been trying for the past couple months but I can't seem to get it right. Any pointers or tips?
This is tragic. I don't think we should spend long on this.
We shouldn't.
This is crazy to ask.
Don't give real advice for this one. We're not making it weird.
Just drink some water and then just piss your jorts, man.
No, it's not piss. It's not piss, Zach. Don't ruin my dreams. Don't ruin my dreams. It can't be piss. It can't be. Don't say that.
To be honest, it's not.
Usually when I have like trouble with anything sexual, I usually just call up like a parental figure or something for advice.
Ask your mom if she knows how.
If I have to fart real bad, but I'm in front of Crazy and I can't go anywhere else, what am I to do? Are you a man? Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Are you?
It doesn't matter. It's evil.
You just shouldn't do this at all. Just pull your butt cheeks apart when you Obama so it's silent.
You're sick.
Ari, what do you think they should do?
Just shoot yourself, honestly.
Ugh, my toenails are kind of going yellow from maybe blood circulation issues. What do I do? Doctor.
You need to.
Yeah, I think you probably need to get out of your chair and walk around and...
Yeah.
Clip more than once every 3 months. Make sure you recycle the toenails. So Madman's advice is for everybody to call his mom. My mom probably knows what to do with toenails too. Like, you might be onto something. Does your mom know how to Johnny?
She does.
Thanks for answering. How do I ask a streamer I think I'm in love with to go out with me? You might know him.
You don't.
You don't know him, or you don't ask at all?
No, you don't ask.
Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, I'll let you take care of that for me. How do I tell my best friend that the time I had to pee on them when they got stung by a jellyfish gave me a raging piss cake? This is crazy. There was someone in the community named Chi-Chi who apparently just got stung today.
You don't have to tell them, but I'd also say that it can be in a positive thing.
How?
Well, because you can tell them, like, look, I know it's weird, but you helped me discover something I didn't know about myself, and I'm thankful for that.
I'll be honest. Why do they have to tell them?
I don't think they need to know this. I think some things you keep close to your jellyfish-shaped heart. I don't have energy anymore, and I feel like it's a bit hard to get up every day. Do you have any advice for how to inspire myself to get out of bed?
You might have a B12 deficiency or an iron deficiency.
Yeah, but what do you love?
Ketamine.
Okay, well, think about this. If you get out of bed quickly, you can get ketamine faster.
Genuinely, I'd say, like, if you do, like, struggle, like, in the mornings, I find sometimes I struggle like that, you should, like, set yourself, like, a little task just to start the day with.
Yeah. Also, stretching can help, I feel like, with energy. At least for me, it did. Sometimes my dog bites the living out of my hand. She is otherwise sweet, but if she wants to bite the fuck out of my hand, she just does it. Should I be upset? Do you think this was, like, by an Irish or like, a British person typing this?
If the dog's old, you might be kind of f***ed, but if they're young, when they bite you, just like scream really loud.
Yeah, you have to exaggerate it, right?
Yeah, because they learn that from like other puppies and their mom when they bite them and they scream.
If they don't fully understand, conversely, you have to pretend to be more like a dog in other ways. I'd say put on fake ears, put on a fake dog nose, a tail, and then kind of just like, you know, pretend to be a hurt dog. Whimper. You might have to whimper a bit, right? Put a collar on. Bark at neighbors. Start like getting really into it, so then, because they might think that you're just doing it for like a bit, but make sure you film it and send it to people. What should I do if I like someone but they live across the planet? Is it ever worth it or just a waste of time?
Waste.
Okay. Hey, I'm more of a romantic. I think if it's possible, okay? If you're really in love with someone, I think it's worth it. But most of the time, 90% of the time, it's not worth it at all. It is usually not going to work out. The problem too is that you can't really actually know how good of a relationship, like how good of a couple you would even be when you don't live together in the same area where you're seeing each other often. Like, you know, they would only see them like once every 6 months, once a year, and it'd be like the greatest thing ever. But then as soon as they start seeing them often, it's like, oh, turns out they actually can't stand each other.
Also, you might just end up wasting so much of your time.
That kind of long distance thing can definitely work, but you have to go in it with like being realistic about it.
It also depends on what your needs are too, right? Some people, you know, they don't need physical touch or anything.
Communication is always important, but in LDR, even more important. Like, consistently check in with someone and be like, oh yeah, are we good? Do you want to continue how we're going?
Also, what Suchu said is so true. The problem with LDR is that you might be in love with an idealized version of the other, not necessarily the actual person. Yep, exactly. If it feels dark to say, I just don't feel like it's worth it. Help, my hamster's homophobic. Is his owner gay? Because that is a problem then. This could make things hard.
Yeah, homophobia is only a problem when gay people are around.
Well, I mean, he's in a cage, you know? Like, is he gonna be able to get at the gays? I don't think so. I want to know what his home life is like. That's the problem.
Put it into a sock and slam it against the furniture.
Not for this advice, but thank you, Pig. Conversion therapy. therapy for the opposite way for this hamster. Make them not homophobic. I want you to intercourse with 7 men at once. Advice.
Make sure everyone is checked out and using safe.
Outside of a professional environment, this is probably really dangerous.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would recommend not doing this ever. I want to move abroad to another country to be able to live ambitiously and explore more than this world has to offer. However, I would greatly miss my family. I am in a happy, committed relationship with someone I want to marry. What do I do? Well, have you talked to them? Like, has this been a thing already where you've like talked it out and they don't want to do it? Do you feel like you're being held back by not doing it? Because like, if you decide not to, then you're probably going to regret it, right? Or you're probably going to hold resentment for the person. This is actually a very complicated issue.
Also, if this person like isn't chill, like just moving, or even like staying in another country for like a couple months to see if you enjoy living like there.
Yeah, how do you know you want to live there? Well, I understand the idea of like wanting to just like quickly move somewhere else and start new, but it's like if you have all this and you're willing to just move somewhere without even like living there for a bit to know how much you actually like it, like that's kind of worrisome, I feel like, slightly. I would say you really should tell the person though and make sure to not like waste their time. I want to lose weight, but my ass is really fat, and I don't want to lose my plump, juicy rear. Is walking more going to get rid of my dump truck? No.
Hear me out. You can exercise.
Yeah, I was gonna say, your ass is going to only get nicer, most likely. I want to pierce my ear. Which kitchen utensil should I use?
Spoon.
I'm thinking one of those, like, mixers, you know? Like, what if you could do something fun with that? Get one of those kitchen products where the brand is Smeg.
I think you should go to a professional.
How do I get a restraining order from Searchu? I feel like at this point, with how many people who need this, they have like a whole system for courts automatically. You can just walk up and be like, and just say Searchu, and they're like, hey, we know what you need. We're gonna get you away from her. She's not gonna bother you no more.
I've actually just hired like a bodyguard unit that if Searchu enters about like 2 kilometers from me, they will kill her on sight.
You gotta make sure your bodyguard is really big too. Like, I know like she's like tiny and all that, but you'd be surprised. She's feisty. She's scarier than a coyote. Who would say this about me? It's gotta be brisket, right? How do I cook pasta? Ask your mom. Damn! Ooh, I'm just a little sour cat who loves to drink milk. What % of milk is the best? Oh. Hello, kitten. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't do this. It depends on what you need. Do you want to gain weight? 3%. Do you want to lose weight? 0%. How many calories in breast milk?
The answer to that, Nerf, is it doesn't count because you don't put calories on things that bring you such joyousness.
Johnny, when are you going to start selling your breast milk? I'm a thirsty little boy.
Do you think it comes out curdled? Something about you seems wrong.
It's coming out a little cottage cheesy lately. How do I get Ultron to go out with me? Please help. Okay, well, this is a certified pervert who wrote this one.
This feels like it's directed at me. You probably need like a fat ass, right?
Yeah. A non-wooden board like ass. Should I get a job that I love and enjoy or a job that pays really good?
Pays really good.
What do you mean? What? You're saying long term they should only do the one that pays really good? They shouldn't try to be happy?
You should be happy. Try and be happy outside of work.
What do we think about that?
I think you can find happiness outside of work, but like it's like degrees. You know, if you're doing a job which you really hate, then I don't think.
Yeah, and also you're gonna
okay, that's true.
You're spending 8 hours a day there. Do you really want to not like it? Ideally, the happy medium is the best. My friend's worked in a really high-paying job for years, and it's really not a good lifestyle. Exactly. I was gonna say, like, there's plenty of people who do that, and they hate their lives, and they just end up miserable. But hey, they got the money. I feel like I want to do a lot of things, but don't have time to do them all. I work every day from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. and go to the gym, which usually takes me 2 hours plus an additional hour or more for the round-trip drive. After that, I have to study. I can choose how long I spend on each lesson, but I still need to complete assignments on time and take quizzes. The thing is that I really want to get back into paddle, which is like twice a week in the afternoon, around 5 to 6 p.m. or on weekends at 8 a.m., which honestly feels like really early, but again, I still want to get back into it. The problem is I don't know how to fit everything in. I don't want to stop going to the gym 5 times a week, but I feel like waking up so early on the weekends might only add to the burnout.
The gym should work around your schedule.
Paddle, right? This is a physical activity too. This is like already a workout in itself. I don't know, girl, just start doing Adderall.
I would fit the gym around you.
Yeah, I would say cut down on the gym. I understand why they feel like this in terms of like the gym being like an obsession and all that, but it's not a healthy one. It's like it's not something that should be taking time out of other stuff. Don't let Johnny tell you not to go to gym. That's why he's not even 200 pounds. Actually, I'm really close, okay? I can't stop farting. It's becoming a problem.
Eat less protein.
Be less weird. I accidentally pissed on my boyfriend. Now he calls me the leaky nest monster. Before we have sex, he'll now say things like, I wonder if I'll catch old leaky today. How do I get him to stop? It makes me sad.
Why is he so childish about it?
This person needs to talk to the person who had trouble. I think you should roleplay into this.
You should wear an eye patch.
No, they should be the eye patch. They should be the old sea captain. You should be the monster. And you should get like a boat and do something fun with this. Okay, what would you suggest when life just genuinely feels like a slog to get through? Like day-to-day life is just a thing you have to get done, or social activities aren't hitting the same way as they used to. Heavy one. Okay. Oh my god, my armpit is sweaty. Jesus Christ. I just looked over. That was bad. That was bad. I'll clean it with my mouth. Oh, a little dry cleaner. If life ever feels stale, do new things out of your comfort zone. And Stupefied's genuinely right, I feel like. Yeah, just mix things up if you can. Just genuinely start mixing things up is like the easiest thing for me, is what I would suggest. Try new things. Try a new hobby. Your lighting is completely You really think you need all the exposure? The stream looks like a white screen. That's because I have my windows open right now. This wasn't give Johnny advice stream. That's true. It's not. I want to be a twink, but I don't like drinking iced coffee. What do I do?
Give up.
I feel like dye your hair blonde. Blonde people by default are just more twinkish. Isn't that right, twink Zach?
I'm 30 pounds larger than you.
Yeah, and yet you still somehow give off massive twink energy. How do I report a crime that Suchu committed against my family? Like I said, just do 922. It's like a default thing on your phone, and it just goes to the Suchu hotline.
There's a CIA task force dedicated to the CHU hate crime.
I have a serious desire to learn a language, but need to develop a strict schedule in order to stay committed to this goal. What tips do you have? I only know mostly one language, so I can't even come close to answering this one. Oh yeah, also asking me about strict schedules is insane. Of all people. I was gonna say, the thing I always hear about this from other people who are like bilingual, trilingual, talk to someone who speaks their language like every day.
You should mix the language learning into your normal life.
Realistically, don't waste time learning a language. Just get mad whenever anyone speaks anything but English.
Serious, I think I'm queer. Where should I buy my first tote bag? I'm jealous of other people who have one. Any queers can answer this?
Get like a Miffy one.
For real authenticity, I think you have to go to the most like hipster store you can find.
I want to adopt a cat. I want the cat to be the one to go to work, pay bills, and feed my bowl while I shit on the floor. What advice do you have when training the cat so I can be the one to do nothing for a living? I think you're looking for a controlling relationship, potentially, and you're just gonna have the other person act like a cat. And having weird cat ears and a tail plug. Yeah, well, no, I'm not a cat boy. Yeah, no. Okay. My boyfriend is allergic to peanuts, but he has 2 big nuts in his pants. How is this possible? You need to study him. Something's not right there. You need to, like, bring them to the World Health Organization right now.
World Health Organization?
Whatever.
You're thinking of it from, like, a Western logic point of view. You got to think of it like a kind of Confucian, Buddhist, 2 things can be true at the same time, but, combative.
How do I stop listening to Agora Hills? I have an addiction my brain needs me to scratch. That's a Doja Cat song. It's really good. Honey, get addicted. How do I become a cuck in a normalized way? Like genuinely being into it because I heard you're into cucking and I figured you could give some advice on the subject. Into cucking. I'm glad they at least said into cucking instead of being cuck. That's better. What do you mean by normalized way? Also, like you just want to be like a chill cuck kind of? Just like someone who just chills in the corner and doesn't make like a huge deal about it?
Yeah, I think it's all about the chair you're sitting in.
Yeah.
If you got like a nice comfy chair, then it's chill.
There's some really nice cuck chairs out there. Suchu messaged me the other day and said if I don't dye my hair clear, she's going to send me a rotten fruit bouquet. How does she have my address? What is clear dye? I'm scared. They want to shave you, I'm pretty sure. And also, Suchu has everyone's address. It's like a thing that just comes natural to her. She has people on the inside. I want to wake my boyfriend up with a every morning. How do I go about asking him?
If you don't have the mental capability to ask somebody that, I don't think you're old enough to be doing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do ask them for one. What do you mean? Just ask. Zach sent me twerking vids and I'm low-key scared, but intrigued. What should I do?
Delete them. They are a Trojan horse.
It's basically a virus at this point.
You should say how good they were and what could be done better or what was done well.
We need to message Discord and tell them to take away his ability to DM people. Zach seems like his twerk would be unimpressive. Yeah, I understand.
I agree.
You're all stupid.
Okay, thanks for sending all the advice. That's it. You guys all live troubled lives. Yeah, well, no, I'm not a cat boy. Yeah, no.